Hello everybody, my name is Andy. I'm the owner of Kahuna Window Cleaning, and today I'm going to walk you through our online estimating process for holiday lighting. Let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so to fill out this information, here is our automated process here. Just fill out your information and we'll be able to get you a price, usually instantly. So you probably already done this, but you're going to want to select Christmas lights and any other services you want included. In this example, we're just going to do Christmas lights. The next screen will show you some general information, and this information you'll want to fill out accurately. We ask where you heard about us. We're going to say Facebook in this example. Select the project type, which in this case is going to be residential. Select the number of floors above ground. This means as you're looking at your house from the street, or as you're looking at the front of the house, how many floors above ground is it? So in this example, we're going to say 2 stories. Now the next question is going to be, is there a walkout basement? In our example, we're going to say yes. However, this does not affect your price in any way. However, if you did in the future want to get gutter cleaning or window cleaning or anything like this, this will be pertinent information. So we recommend filling out this information accurately. The next question is going to be your total house size. Now, if you have an unfinished basement or something like that, typically that space isn't calculated into your total square footage. However, we recommend the total square footage of your home, including an unfinished basement if you have it. This is just to gauge kind of the size of the house. And this will be pertinent information to get you an accurate estimate. If you have an attached garage, we recommend including that as well. Now you may not know the exact number of square footage your house is. That's okay as long as you think you can get close and give us your best guess. So in this example, we're going to say the house that we're getting an estimate for is between 2,500 and 3,000 square feet. So we're going to select that option. Click the next button, and the next 2 questions are going to pertain to what you want done with your house and what kind of house you have and what the front of it looks like. So the first question here is, what best describes your roof line or roof lines? So we've got a list of questions here, and we're going to go over some examples of what each one means. So the first option is going to be a simple roof line, 1 or 2 small gable peaks. And this is an example of that first option here. It's a simple roof line. It's very easy. You have 2 gable peaks here, as you can see, and then a roof line going across the entrance. If you owned this home, you'd want to select the first option here, simple roof line, 1 or 2 small gable peaks. The second option is a simple roof line with a few small to medium-sized gable peaks. If you owned this home, in example, you would want to select the second option here. As you can see, there are 4 medium-sized gable peaks, and then a roof line that goes across the entrance again. If you owned this home, you'd want to select the second option here. The third option, and I've actually got 2 examples for this. This is usually the most common, and it is multiple medium to large size gable peaks. And that would be this home, for example. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 total gable peaks. They're all different sizes. Some are large, some are medium, some are high up. And then, of course, you have the horizontal roof lines going across the entrance and across this gable peak here, and this one on the end. So if you owned this home, you'd want to select the third option here. Another example is this house here. If you own this house, you'd also want to select the third option. As you can see, larger gable peaks, some medium-sized gable peaks, a small one. This is multiple gable peaks, and of course you have the horizontal roof line going across the garage, going across the entranceway here, and going across the 4th stall over here as well, and then you have a window gable up here. If you own this home, you'd also want to select the third option. Oh, excuse me. All right, the 4th option is complex roof line with several gable peaks and gable peaks large and small. So an example of this option would be this house right here. As you can see, it's large. It's got some big gable peaks, really tall up. It's got some smaller ones. Lots going on here. This house would look absolutely phenomenal all lit up, but there's a lot going on here. So if you owned this home, I would recommend selecting the complex roof line that's going to get you the most accurate estimate here today. And the fourth option is our roof line is non-traditional. We would like an in-person estimate. So if your house doesn't look like any of those that we showed, if your house looks more like this, very non-traditional or contemporary, or anything like that, you'd want to select the fourth option. You won't get a price today. However, we'll have your information. We'll schedule an appointment to come out and take a look at your house, and we'll get you the most accurate estimate in person. So for this example, we're going to select the multiple medium to large size gable peaks option. That's the most common. We're going to select next. The last question here is going to be pertaining to your roof. If you want your roof ridges and roof hips done as well. If you're wondering what those are, here's an example of a house that has its ridge line, which is the top horizontal part here, and the hips, which are these going diagonal to the corner. So that's what that is. Now, not all houses are going to look good lit up this way, but this one in particular certainly does. So if you have a house like this that doesn't necessarily have the large gable peaks like we showed you, but maybe it's a flat going across, but the roof is a hipped roof like this, those look absolutely phenomenal with the lights lit up like this. It is more expensive, but if you do have a house like this, it looks absolutely phenomenal lit up. Very 3D as you're driving by, which I think is really cool. And this one is an example of that. So it's going to ask you a list of questions here. No, thank you. I don't want my roof hips. I just want the gable peaks this year. You can select that option. Otherwise, if you do, it's going to ask you some follow-up questions here. It's going to say, yes, my roof is easily walkable, or yes, my roof is walkable with some difficulty, or yes, my roof is impossible to walk on. You'll need a lift, or I'm not sure, I need help deciding. If you select that last option there, we won't be able to give you an estimate today, but we can certainly get in contact with you and we can help you decide. We can take a look at your house and we can professionally recommend a good option for you in your particular house. Now, in this example, we're going to say, no thank you, just the gable peaks this year. We are going to click next. This is where we'll fill out some information, and this information is used to contact you. Now, we recommend filling out an accurate email address because this is where the estimate will go. So I'm just going to fill out an example here. We're going to put John Doe in here. We're going to put him at 11 First Ave. I'm going to say this is in Hugo. Alright, so once you've filled out your information, select Next. And the last section here is going to be additional notes. This is where you would put, for example, if you wanted a large oak tree or something added as well, put that information in here and we'll be able to get you a price for that separately. Any other notes you think would be pertinent, put those in here and we'll be able to see those and answer those questions if they're questions, or get you an in-person estimate if you want. Put that information in the additional notes section. Next, and this is the final question it will ask, one last thing, would you like us to correspond with you via email? We recommend yes, that way we can get the estimate to you and ask you any questions you have via email. The last thing is you're going to click this blue button that says Get the Bid, and it will show up like this. You can watch this video, but you don't have to. I'm going to go over the packages specific to holiday lighting. This is just a generic video for all of the different services that we have. So let's go over these packages options here. We have 3 total packages for you. The first is basic, the second is custom color, and the third is the LED upgrade option. So all of our different packages include the free consultation, so you know exactly what is getting lit and what's included. The second option here is the second feature that's included with any package is we create and we custom install these lights for you. So these lights are going to fit specifically your home. So you don't have extra lights hanging off the side, or you don't have miles and miles of extension cord that's just coiled up. This design is going to be just specifically for your home. And we will also warranty all the lights on all of our packages. So you don't have to pay extra for the warranty. We will tell you that your lights will work no matter what the weather, and if not, we will come out and we'll fix the problem for you right away. We also, at the end of the season, we uninstall and we take down the lights. We also store them in the off season. Now, the end of the season may be early spring, or it may be shortly after New Year's. It all kind of depends on the weather. Unfortunately, if there's a lot of snow and ice, we like to wait until the springtime, and it's just a safety thing for our guys so that we can keep them safe and we can avoid injuries that way. It all really depends on the weather though. Some years we've been able to take the lights down right after New Year's because there's been almost no snow. Other years it's just impossible because there's just so much ice. We just have to wait until it melts a little bit. So, but we will take them down for you, and that's included with this price on all of our packages, as well as storage in the off season like I mentioned. And this is where the packages start to differ a little bit. The basic, of course, includes incandescent white lights, which are very classic, very elegant colored. It's a very popular option. However, if you want to go with custom color, I recommend the custom color packages, obviously, where you get to pick your own color. So if you want red and white or blue, it's been pretty popular too. You'll want to select this custom color package. And the third option is the LED upgrade. Now this is important with the LED upgrade. So if you choose to get the LED upgrade, you'll only pay this larger price once. And then every year after that, you'll pay the basic price. And the reason for that is obviously the LEDs are much more expensive, but they'll actually save you money in the long term because they're much more energy efficient. So if you do choose to go with that LED upgrade, just know that this is the first price you pay and it's an initial big expense. And then after that, you'll pay just the regular service price for the basic package. Of course, you'll get to keep your LED lights. Now, we break this down into 2 different payments. So for example, let me grab my calculator out here. If you were to go with the basic option, you would pay $11.99. You'd make 2 payments of $599.50, and the first payment is going to be up front to cover the cost of our light, or to cover the cost of the lights, and then the second payment is going to be after they've been installed at your home. Then you'll be charged again $55.99, and so this is the total price, but we break it up into 2 payments for you. So that's basically in a nutshell how we do things. If you have any questions, always feel free to call us 612-888-5248. If you'd like an in-person estimate, feel free to call us at that number. Again, this estimate is simply an estimate. So you know, it might be more, it might be less, just based on your information. But if you fill out the information accurately, typically we're within $100 of this price here. So if you have any other questions, again, feel free to call us or contact us, but have a Merry Christmas. Bye now.